and it's hard to believe, but First Tee of Augusta will celebrate its 22nd birthday in April, and there's a lot to celebrate. Jill Brown is the executive director over at First Tee, and she's our studio guest this morning, one-on-one with Richard Rogers.
Wow, 22 years, Jill. That is hard to believe that you're celebrating this big anniversary. April 2001 was a pretty special time for First Tee of Augusta. Talk us through that.
So it was a little before my time, but it was a great day for young people in the CSRA. First Tee opened its doors, and it was a new youth development program that was kind of new on the scene, teaching positive life skills through the game of golf.
And we had one of the most famous players in the world in Augusta cutting the ribbon. What's Arnold Palmer's connection to First Tee of Augusta?
So actually his design firm did the design for our course.
That's special.
Yes, so Harrison Minshew's the actual golf course architect, but he was working for Arnold Palmer's firm at the time. And so yeah, it does have a special, he does have a special place in our heart with that. And so we're just very excited that we've been able to continue providing positive life skills through the game of golf for young people in Richmond, Columbia, Burke, and McDuffie counties for, not all of those counties for 22 years, but for sure Columbia and Richmond counties.
Those first kids at First Tee, they've grown up now.
Yeah, so actually, you're going to see the picture of the ribbon cutting. There's a young man in there, Ralph Godby. Ralph is an adult, and his son is in First Tee now. And so,
generational.
Yeah, there he is with the afro.
I love that.
So yeah, we're really excited that our children, some of them now are adults.
Yeah, they are.
And,
okay, so people who don't know the mission, and you just mentioned it briefly, what is your main mission out there?
Yeah, to use golf as a vehicle for teaching young people positive core values. Things like honesty and integrity, judgment, courtesy, confidence, all the things that they need to navigate the golf course, but still the same things that they need to navigate life in general.
That's got Bobby Jones' name stamped all over it too, don't you think?
Yeah.
The game of golf, the game of life, and how they work in together. Can a kid join any time of year? Are there special sign-up times? And what about the cost?
So actually we have 4 teaching seasons a year. Each season is 8 weeks long. So we do it kind of in blocks like that. The cost is $100 per 8-week session. We do offer fee scholarships for those families who may not have the $100 or have more than one child that they'd like to engage in the program. And the classes meet once a week for 8 consecutive weeks. Access to the game. So hitting range balls for $1 a bucket, playing our 6-hole course for $1. I mean, there are adults who'd give their right arm to be able to play golf every day for $1.
You're making golf affordable for some kids who might otherwise never see a golf course. Your partnership with Augusta National, that is pretty special. How would you describe that support?
Pretty special. I think you said it best. They have been very generous to us financially, but also just really encouraging us to really keep young people involved in the game. They've afforded some really nice opportunities for our kids to go and see the Masters Golf Tournament. And that's when adults wish that they were kids in our program. But also just, giving us great advice. And we share ideas about things that we'd like to do in the future to become more self-sufficient. With a round of golf costing $1 and a bucket of balls costing $1 for kids, it's hard to be self-sustaining as a business with that model. So we're very grateful for their support that enables us to keep golf affordable for young people.
And I have to ask you about this. As we approach the next Masters, they've got the Road to the Masters Invitational, a new amazing looking game from EA Sports.
Yes.
And they've invited you guys out to see it for the first time.
They have. Our kids are very excited about that. We've got lots of kids who are gamers, and I tell folks if I ever lose a kid to anything, it's going to be gaming. Kids love video games. And so I remember when I first got to First Tee, we had an EA Sports little station, and the kids loved playing, and then that kind of got outdated. And so now with this coming back, I think they're going to be really thrilled to see the Augusta National as part of that game. And so it's the dream course of many golfers. And so I think it's going to be an exciting opportunity for our kids.
The previews are amazing. The place looks great in the game. How many kids do you think you'll be able to have at Augusta National to watch this premiere?
Close to 50.
Wow, that's a great crowd.
Yes.
And that's something they'll never forget.
Right, and the chaperones are excited too, by the way.
And I'm signing up to be one right here on the spot. Before I let you go, we've got to talk about Rock for Dough. That's a great money raiser for your foundation for all these years. This year's coming up soon.
Yes, it is. It's the Tuesday of Masters Week, so we encourage everyone to get online and buy your tickets now. And so we're really, really excited. Riley Green, Cody Webb, and some other folks are coming out. I know folks say, hey, Darius is not coming. happen, he gets a break. We got to give him a little time off, right?
Yeah.
So he's got a family, and we understand he's got some things going on there. But we are very excited that these artists have stepped up to really help us raise some funds. You know, we've been through a pandemic.
Yeah.
Last year we got tons of rain and we weren't able to have it outside the way we normally do.
Right.
We were only able to accommodate our VIPs and folks who bought tickets on the very first day. So I tell everyone now, pray for great weather. We're hoping that we'll get our concert life back to normal.
Yeah.
And so we're excited.
And for people who don't know, this has been a fundraiser for you for all these years.
It has. It will be, next year will be the 20th Rock for Dough.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping that that's going to be a really, really great year for us. But you're right, it does generate funds that go directly back into the program. We don't share those funds with anyone else. It is a signature fundraiser for First Tee of Augusta.
It's all about growing the game of golf and teaching a lot of life lessons in the meantime. Jill Brown, thank you so much for what you do.
You're welcome.
Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you very much for having me.